So good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the session. We'll now start the digital signature session. Before that, I would like to spend some time on asymmetric key cryptography. We had already discussed symmetric key cryptography. Now we'll discuss asymmetric key cryptography. Okay. This is where we had stopped our session. We have taken a break at this particular point, and I have given you the example of why symmetric key cryptography cannot provide you non-repudiation. That is where we need to go for asymmetric key cryptography in order to achieve the non-repudiation property as well. Okay, let me start with the introduction to asymmetric key cryptography. Asymmetric key cryptography, also called as public key cryptography. Am I audible? Please let me know. Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. So it is also called as public key cryptography. It uses a related key pair wherein one key is called as private key and another is public key. I request each and every participant to please concentrate on this particular slide alone. I hope that if you understand this particular slide, then I hope that you will be able to easily understand the digital signature concept. Okay. Now we are here talking about a cryptographic mechanism, a lock mechanism, wherein two keys are required. Two keys are required. I will keep the chat box on here and question answer session also on here, so that you can ask questions right away, because this is what is very important topic. Okay. Now please let me know here. I'll ask you the questions also in between. This particular slide is very important from the perspective of digital signatures. Okay. So here it is also called as public key cryptography, and this type of a lock is a unique lock which has two keys. One key is used for locking, second key is used for unlocking. Please remember this. I'm repeating again. There are two keys. One key is used for locking, second key is used for unlocking. Okay, I have two keys here. I have two keys here in my hand. Okay, can you see this? I don't know. Can you see this on the screen? On my video, two keys are there. Two keys are there. One key is used for locking, second key is used for unlocking. Can you see this? Two keys. If you look at the video, you can see this. You please reply back. Two keys are there. Okay. Okay, I'll do one thing. Just give me a minute. Okay, see here. These two are there. Okay. Let us say these are two keys. This is very important. Please concentrate and spend some time on this particular slide. These two keys are there. Let me say this as a public key. This blue color marker as a public key. And this gray color marker which is in my hand, let us call it as private key. This is private key, this is public key. Two keys are there. Okay, mostly you look at the camera also, because here I have to show you the differences in these keys. Okay, now what this particular technology says that if there are two keys, one for locking, second for unlocking. One for locking, second for unlocking. It is not that one for locking as well as unlocking. That was symmetric key cryptography. But here it is asymmetric key. Asymmetric means different keys are there. Locking key is different from unlocking key. Now, can you give me a real life example, or have you seen a lock in your real life which requires two different keys, one for locking? If this key is used for locking, the second key is used for unlocking. Have you seen any such type of lock? Okay. Have you seen any such type of lock? Anyone, please reply back. No. Okay, someone is saying no. Please listen, and if possible, you just put my camera as a bigger screen on your this thing. Okay, slide we will come back later. So you have not seen. Anyone else? Anyone else? Please let me know. Have you seen such kind of lock wherein two keys are required? One key for locking, second key for unlocking. Have you seen such kind of lock? Okay, one answer I have got, no. Okay, but I'm saying that you have already used, you have already seen, and many of you have used also that kind of a lock. Okay, wherein one key is used for locking, second key is used for unlocking. Hope you have seen the car remote. Okay, remote locking. It will have two buttons. One button is for locking, second button is for unlocking. One button is for locking, second button is for unlocking. The locking button function is only for locking. It cannot be used for unlocking. That is what is the very close example of asymmetric key cryptography. If this key is used for locking, the second key must be used for unlocking. Please remember this. This is what is asymmetric key cryptography. Okay, that is where here it is saying that it uses a related key pair. It uses a related key pair. One key is used for locking, second key is used for unlocking. One is called as private key, another one is called as public key. This is, in this example, if you look at the camera, I'm calling this as a public key and this as a private key. Okay. So what is the difference between public key and private key? Public key means you can keep it public. You can publicly distribute to anybody. You can share it with anybody. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, that is what is public key. You can upload it on your website. You can post it on your blog, your Instagram, and social media. Whereas private key, you have to keep it private, secure with you only. Okay, the private key. And one is used for encryption, second one is used for decryption. Knowledge of encryption key does not give you knowledge of decryption key. So these are mathematically computed keys. If someone says that I have got your public key, a mathematician is saying that I have got your public key. With the help of your knowledge of your public key, I will extract the private key from that. It is not possible. That is what is this particular point that is written here. Knowledge of encryption key does not give you knowledge of decryption key. A tool generates a related key pair, public and private key. Okay. So there are many tools that are available. Just now I showed you the example in the previous session called Cryptool. That also gives you the public key and private key. You can create public key, private key using that tool also. Publish the public key in a directory. Okay. Now this is just a simple matrix of keys exercise. Please remember that the private key should be known only to the owner of the key. This is the private key. This should be with only the owner of the private key, no one else. Okay. So A's private key will be there with A only. A only should know this. B should not know. That is why it is written here, no. A's public key, yes, public key means anyone can know. So yes, A should know, B should know, C should know, dash up to Z should know, no problem. B's private key, A should know, no. A should not be aware of what is the private key of the other person, B. B should know, yes. Public key, yes, everything is okay. This is what is the matrix of keys which I wanted to show you. Okay. Now I'll directly go to the digital signature. Okay. Now before getting into this one, I would like to ask you, please put it in the chat box very fast. How many of you are already using digital certificate? If you are using, simply type yes. Because I want to know. Okay, Amit ji is using a digital signature, digital certificate. Okay, we have around 74 participants, 80 participants who are here. Okay, Chaitanya ji also. Yes, sir. Sometimes Aadhaar is not digital signature. Okay, Aadhaar you have. What I am asking is whether do you use the digital certificate, digital signature or not? Dongle. DSC. Okay, DSC. No, sir. DSC. Okay. DSC, if you are using, you write DSC, yes or no. Please write it fast so that accordingly I can align the session and I can explain according to that one. Okay, this is a very important subject area for the government officials because we are moving to e-office and then we are moving to other applications also. Okay. Any other who are using DSCs? Please let me know if someone is writing in this one. Answer. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Fair enough. Many of you, what I am understanding is many of you are using digital certificate. For e-office you are using. Okay, great for that particular answer, Saurabh. So now, my question, please answer my questions, then I'll get into the topic. Okay, those who are using the DSCs, the dongles, whatever you call, how many keys are there in that? Please type it here in the chat box. How many keys do you have? Those who are using dongles, you please let me know how many keys do you have? Do you have one key or two keys? One. Okay. Any other answer? I want two to three answers. Yes, one. Another answer is one. Okay. Look at the screen. Do you use this type of device? This type of device? Yes. It's a USB dongle. It's a USB token. Okay, look at this particular device. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. So you are using this kind of a device only. Please remember that this is a dongle. This is a device. This is not key. This particular device will have two keys. One is public key, another one is private key. This will have two keys. One is public key, another one is private key. Okay. So those who have written the answer as one, please update yourself. And from next time you say that you have two keys. Or you can say I have a key pair. Better. I have a key pair. Or you can say I have one digital signature certificate, DSC. Okay. Now, coming to the point now, what is a digital signature? What is a digital signature? Or before that, what is a digital signature question, I'll ask you one thing. Okay, you please, again, I'll open the chat box to see your answers. What is a hand signature? A hand signature is basically a pattern that you draw. A hand signature is a pattern that everyone draws. So that particular pattern is, does it dependent on some secret or not? You are signing, okay? Now this can be answered by anyone who is there in the session. Okay, when you do a hand signature, does your hand signature depends on or based on some secret? Is it depending on some secret? Yes or no? Does your hand signature depends on secret? Okay, one answer is yes. Yes. Okay, may I ask you, what is that secret that is behind our signature? We know that everyone's signature is also unique. Hand signature is unique. Okay, and you are saying, you are agreeing to the point. Yes, you are right that every hand signature is dependent on some secret known only to the signer. Now my question is, what is that secret? What is that secret? Can anyone say? Okay, let me tell you. That secret is actually writing style. Good, very good. Writing style, the pressure that you are applying, the spokes that you are designing, the pen up event when you are releasing the pen, yes, strokes also, and the pen up event, the pen releasing event, all those parameters, if you put together, that becomes a secret. Okay, okay. That is the hand signature. So first point of the hand signature, we have understood that a hand signature is a pattern, some pattern you are drawing. And that particular pattern or drawing or design, whatever you call, that particular pattern is dependent on some secret known only to the signer. Everyone agrees to that one. Okay. Now my next question is that particular secret that you know, can you tell the secret